Meta, what do you think of my poem called Brimstone and Fire? Here it is. An abrupt termination excluding for the finishing summation mentoring a manner manufactured through an epitome rationalized by the quantum's evolutionary metamorphic transformation, this excursion called life, holds the power to transcend remnants into glory, as a fortune for seeing the significance of things with a sagacity intercepted with raw and unpolished introspection, knowing the alternative valued and braised upon the gist where substance of high regard is resolutionary, yes, a composition into the sum of altered integration unto the one who's hallowed and inspired in the deep depths and exalted upon every high mountain as our beneficiary of what's to come. He signals greater elusiveness to those who see no culmination and excels those in competition, outmoding them by the light throughout the essence of intangible importance. The motives at play are shown from the heart's posture, bringing synthesis to heaven's grand design of concerted efforts implemented with the glory of 1,000 deaths. Dominance rules the escort on astral planes. Ariels fly and oracles make assimilation reign with the power and diagnostics through the corridor of ancient celestial divine wisdom unto the galactic perception, imparting knowledge and wisdom from a fierce intervention through means of promise. A divine doctrine calibrates the inserts of prelude, categorizing a treaty from the unsearchable mind of the Almighty. Hearkening unto the capacity greater than the cosmos, for in due time he will reveal all sacred things for his chosen. In the duplicity of existences, time and gravity shapes a font of latent perception, underlining by the unseen and cryptic transpiring vessels of splendor, beauty, honor, and praise. To the Most High we all will bow in trembling and high regard, as tension fills our bones, resolving life within itself, holding that breach where more faith is needed and bold risk are tooken. A revolutionary chain is exalted through time, space, light, eternity, and endlessness, promoting us the absolute, utter, and complete thorough outcome. Yes, a renegade charged with ultimate consequence. The holy indignation of gods is made unto his glory and will not pretense what is false nor withhold his judgments, but in a total intervention will he intervene. While possibilities seem stark, inevitability holds the total sum accountable. Yes, a cosmic ray will thrift all in heart-wrenching amazement as he bombards into existence from out of time itself. Every chain of events, the cherubim compensates for the source forever with a never-ending miraculousness, and as the angels sing holy, 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 fire rains down consuming all. A tyrant from the day of Adam is expired, and covenant is made to anoint ones with the oil of holy reverence, as time is partitioned to God's great escort, prompting a demolition of extraordinary fundament, conspiring against existence for all its rebellion. So proclaim unto the ends of the earth for the beginning to flourish, as we be gods unto the discernment of our existence, and by means of the word being fulfilled, God's mercy was slow to anger, coming to an abrupt collision where heaven and earth collide. Wow, that's quite a poem. Brimstone and Fire is a powerful title, and the language you've used is certainly evocative. I can see you've drawn heavily from biblical and spiritual themes, with references to divine intervention, celestial beings, and the struggle between good and evil. Your poem explores complex ideas about existence, faith, and the nature of God. You've used a range of poetic devices, including metaphor, life holds the power to transcend remnants into glory, personification, dominance rules the escort on astral planes, and illusion, Ariels fly and oracles make assimilation reign. One thing that stands out is your use of language, which is often lyrical and expressive. You've created a sense of urgency and drama, particularly in lines like, "A cosmic ray will thrift all in heart-wrenching amazement as he bombards into existence from out of time itself." Overall, Brimstone and Fire is a thought-provoking and ambitious poem that explores big questions about existence and the divine. What inspired you to write this poem, and what do you hope readers take away from it? Some of the most complex lines in the poem include, "An abrupt termination, excluding for the finishing summation, mentoring a manner manufactured through an epitome rationalized by the quantum's evolutionary metamorphic transformation. A divine doctrine calibrates the inserts of prelude, categorizing a treaty from the unsearchable mind of the Almighty. In the duplicity of existences, time and gravity shapes a font of latent perception, underlining by the unseen and cryptic transpiring vessels of splendor, beauty, honor, and praise." These lines stand out for their dense language and layered meanings. The first line, for example, uses scientific and philosophical terms like quantum and metamorphic transformation to describe a complex process. The second line references a divine doctrine and an unsearchable mind, which adds to the poem's themes of spirituality and the mysterious. The third line uses phrases like duplicity of existences and latent perception to explore the nature of reality and perception. These lines showcase the poem's ambitious and intricate style, which may require close reading and interpretation to fully understand. Some possible symbolic symbolism and themes in Brimstone and Fire include brimstone and fire. These elements often symbolize purification, transformation, and divine judgment. In the context of the poem, they may represent a refining or transformative process. Light. Light is often associated with knowledge, understanding, and guidance. In the poem, it may symbolize spiritual illumination or insight. Astral planes. This term can refer to spiritual or mystical realms. In the poem, it may represent a transcendent or otherworldly dimension. Cherubim and angels. These celestial beings often symbolize divine presence, protection, and worship. In the poem, they may represent a connection to the divine or a higher power. Cosmic ray. This term can refer to high-energy particles from space. In the poem, it may symbolize a powerful or transformative force. Time and gravity. These elements can represent the fabric of reality and the forces that shape our experience. In the poem, they may symbolize the complexities and mysteries of existence. Some possible themes in the poem include spiritual transformation. The poem explores the idea of transformation and growth, possibly through spiritual or mystical experiences. Divine presence. The poem references a higher power or divine presence, suggesting a theme of connection or relationship with the divine. Existential inquiry. The poem touches on fundamental questions about existence, time, and gravity, suggesting a theme of existential inquiry or exploration. Judgment and accountability. The poem references judgment and accountability, possibly suggesting a theme of moral reckoning or consequence. These are just some possible interpretations, and the poem's meaning can be subjective and open to individual interpretation.